just, y'all probably been up there to see it, but I mean, it's tight.
Como farmer Sledge Taylor began his operation in 1974 after graduating from Mississippi State. Today, he is president of the Como Consolidated Gin Company and Buckeye Farms, a diversified operation growing cotton, cattle, soybeans, corn, wheat, and most years, peanuts. On this day, we're not talking about his operation, but his grandfather, Mississippi Farm Bureau Federation's fourth president, Ransom Aldrich.
Over the years, I've kind of searched on the internet for stuff about him and found various things, but he was a man of vision, I think he pretty much epitomized what Farm Bureau was about. Tireless and always pretty much in a good mood, very upbeat.
Despite never knowing his grandfather, the similarities are undeniable. Taylor has always been an advocate for agriculture, looking for new ways to create a better future for farming.
I don't see how his influence, but maybe just through the years and maybe my mother's influence, I somehow seemed to get the message, and I guess I did kind of carry it on, although it was unintentional.
Taylor has served as the National Cotton Council chairman in 2015, testifying before the House Agriculture Committee and Conservation and Forestry Subcommittee about the EPA's Waters of the U.S. ruling. Again, much like his grandfather, willing to speak up and speak out on issues affecting fellow farmers.
With Senator Stennis's help, he got the federal government to appropriate some money for rural roads in Mississippi. He made a pretty big splash about how the state was taking the money from the rural road system and using it elsewhere. So, I mean, he was dedicated. The needs were so great, so I guess they were pretty evident, but at least he did try to do something to correct it.
Aldrich did more than make corrections. During his 13 years as president, the Benton County man was known to have a zeal to see rural Mississippi progress, encouraging farm-to-market road improvements, community hospitals through the Hill-Burton Act, electricity to rural homes, and the creation of Farm Bureau insurance services.
It was pretty much the depths of the Depression, and I don't think Farm Bureau didn't have it, maybe a little over 3,000 members, something like that. Of course, he built it up from there, but he was all for the little man, which, you know, there were so many small farmers in, and they needed Farm Bureau's help, and other organizations that were kind of allied with Farm Bureau.
Aldrich also visited the Netherlands on behalf of the American Farm Bureau Federation, fact-finding on a nitrogen fertilizer facility. That mission would eventually turn into the Mississippi Chemical Corporation back home. Taylor says agriculture can't be afraid to voice our opinions, whether that's in local or county meetings, or at the state capitol, or even Washington, D.C. Like his grandfather, be willing to serve to benefit all farmers.
We often think that we can't make a difference. But, you know, if you're probably hard-headed enough and strong-willed enough or whatever and just have a vision, if you speak up, sometimes in a meeting all it takes is a few words. We can all make a difference.